What's up, everybody? It's your boy Yash, and I want to welcome you guys to the third episode of Oh My Yash Comics, where we bring to you guys the new comic books coming for a new comic book day. Today, we're going to be focused on June 11th comic books that are going to be dropping, and I only have 7 on my list for this week. Usually, we go over the 10 comic books that I'll be picking up, but today we're just going to be going over 7. With that being said, there's a lot of other great books that are going to be coming out this week, so if you're reading any books, comment them down below. I encourage you because I love trying new things. However, you guys know that I make a slide. I want to show you guys a little bit more of what I've been using as a tool to pull my comic books for every single week. A little bit about League of Comic Geeks at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. But with that being said, let's jump into the slide. Starting it out with number 7, we have Hello Darkness number 11. I really like this comic book. This is a comic book where it has a bunch of different writers, you have a bunch of different artists, and that's because of the fact that you have a bunch of different stories that are inside these comics. So they have this one story that they've been sticking to towards the end of not every single issue, but every other issue, and I believe it's called War. It's always at the end of the comic. And that story right there has been pretty interesting. It was a group of friends that started out in a regular world like ourselves, and then somehow ended up in this world where it was like living in Chernobyl. They're not allowed outside. They're kind of like hiding in their houses or wherever they can, just finding some type of shelter. If something is airborne, they just can't be out there. And for the first time, they kind of step out. Now, also to mention, these people started as a group of friends, and then they all separated for a chance of survival. And it's been pretty interesting again. So if you haven't checked that out, I'd recommend picking this up. There's a story in here for everybody. And if you're not into those short little stories that are inside that book, well, we can move on to number 6 on my list, which is a full issue, not some of those little stories that you get in between. Lost Fantasy number 2. I really enjoyed issue number 1. Issue number 1 was actually really good. Gave me some Final Fantasy vibes. I'm sure it gave a lot of Final Fantasy vibes to a few of you guys. It's been fun checking out that first issue. Every time I flipped through the page, I was just like wanting some more. And I love the action. I love everything that they did about this comic book so far, especially the way it ended with him getting shot. And after he gets shot, it's like he dies. So it leaves you on a cliffhanger, like wanting some more. So if you guys been reading this, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. And if you haven't picked this up at your local comic book shop, I encourage you to, because I passed it up for a little bit too. And man, I wish I didn't. Moving on to number 5, we have One World Under Doom. I love One World Under Doom. One World Under Doom number 5 is one of those like comics that I'm going to be honest with you guys, I haven't really read too much, but that's because I'm saving myself the anticipation for the One World Under Doom movie. Not the One World Under Doom, but the Doom movie. And I've just been saving myself this story a little bit on the side for when that comes out. But I am anticipated for it because I collect every single one of these, and I've heard nothing but great things about this book. Now, dabbling into it a little bit, when we're talking Doom, we're talking politics, we're talking power, we're talking some great knowledge about the world and how things could be Doom for president, right? But this has been pretty great. Kind of like dabbling into it a little bit from what I have read. I haven't read too much. Again, I don't want to spoil anything for myself, and I don't like to spoil anything for the people that may not have read these past issues that I go over. So it's just something that we do on the channel. And we also keep things family friendly here for anybody that's watching at home with some kids. So let's move on to number 4. We have Deadpool Wolverine number 6. I've really been enjoying these. Before, I said in one of the episodes, I believe it was episode number 2, that I don't know, maybe we're getting a little too much Deadpool Wolverine. I don't know. After that last issue, I'm really enjoying it again. It just sparked right back in me. And let's see what happens, because at the end of the last issue, we've had this thing where now Wolverine seems to be not in control. It seems like there's this whole thing going on with Wolverine and Deadpool. I don't like to say too much again about some of these issues, not spoiling for anyone, but it's been quite a battle between them and themselves and Wolverine, Deadpool, and this whole war that's going on that they seem to be in the middle and in between both. It's a lot going on here. I would recommend checking this out. One of my favorite comic books to read. It's one of those comic books you can't take it too serious. You just got to read it and kind of just have some fun with it, you know? It's just one of those. Moving on to my top three. James Tynion, Something is Killing the Children, number 42. This comic book is really awesome. If you don't know about Something is Killing the Children, go pick it up. You will not be upset. You will thank me later for reading Something is Killing the Children. They have a Netflix series that they are working on. Everybody's just anticipating and waiting for that more than the comic books that are going to be dropping. I am super excited to hear that they're going to be coming to the screen. I can't wait to see what James Tynion has in store for us. But as for this issue, we're going to get a little bit more about Erica Slaughter's past, just like we did on the issue number 41. I'm still playing a little bit of catch up on these issues, but I did read issue number 41 and 42, kind of spoiled it for myself. But I wanted to educate myself to bring it to you guys and just kind of going over the new comic books that have been dropping since we waited a few months for this to come back and continue. So number 42, we're going to be going back over by Erica Slaughter's past and checking out what's been going on there. Not too much said about this yet. We still haven't read it yet, but it is on my pick. Number 3. Moving on to number 2, we have World Tree, my favorite. This is one of my favorites. Yes, I did put it over Something is Killing the Children, but we have World Tree number 15. World Tree number 15 is really good right now. If you guys are not reading World Tree, I would definitely recommend this book. This has been one of my favorite comics that I've been reading. For here on this issue, it's going to get very interesting because on the last issue is where we kind of seen this underground world that we did not know about that was going on. And it seems to be something like a underground bunker, but bigger than that. It's like a city that's underground, and where this guy, he houses everyone and he's kind of taking care of them from everything that has happened because the world has just been demolished by this net virus and it's just taken over the entire world. And it seems to have won the world around them. So this scientist, or this guy that's pretty much a computer scientist, let me correct that, I want to be sure. The computer scientist has these team of people that he has, and they're the creators of World Tree. Now, World Tree is the website that was created to stop this virus. And there's only a few of them that are left. So this guy's going to be bringing everyone together, hopefully, in this issue to try and save the rest of the world, or what's left of it, because it seems that the world has been completely lost and everyone that has survived is inside this bunker or hiding somewhere. But it's been really good. A lot of chaos here from issue number 1 all the way to this issue. I've had no complaints. It's literally been my number 1 for a while. And I say number 1 in independent for when it comes to Image, because we also have the big 2, Marvel and DC. Talk about Marvel and DC. Let's move on to my number 1, which is Absolute Batman. I am really excited for this one. The Absolute Batman number 9. Absolute Batman number 9 has been really something that people been looking forward to, because I know that people that have been looking on League of Comic Geeks and looking ahead on those issues, kind of like seeing the covers, we seen Bane coming, and this Bane just looks monstrous. Like, just look at that, bro. That's crazy, man. I want to know why he's so big. I mean, Batman's already big, but I want to know why is he so big. I want to see the story that develops around this guy. I want to know what's going on. This seems like it's going to be a really interesting issue. A great Bane Batman story from the past, but just a little bit more of a twist. Just like how I said in episode number 2 about Absolute Superman, This is the same thing going on with Absolute Batman. This is the new generation of Batman, and kids seem to love it. This is really great, man. I mean, we have Batman for a different Batman that we don't know. We have a Batman that has different powers, different things, different gadgets. It's just a little bit of a twist from the Batman that we're used to having. So I'm really excited to jump into this. We've been getting little peeks as well of the Joker. We haven't really seen too much of that, but as we've been getting introduced to every single one of these characters, it's been quite fun. We just had another fight with Batman and Mr. Freeze in the past few issues, and a lot of us I know enjoyed that. It was a different type, darker Mr. Freeze than we're used to. So I look forward to the rest of these characters that they're going to be bringing in these issues, because look at Bane, man. Bane looks great, and I can't wait to see what Joker looks like if that's what it is. So as we close out here, I want to show you guys League of Comic Geeks, and here is League of Comic Geeks, where you can check this out every single week. You'll be able to create your own pull list, see every single comic that is coming. You can jump ahead a few months, and they'll still even show you some of the issues that are coming. You can still create that pull list early. Another thing is that this is a community of comic books, so you can create your own profile, almost like a Facebook, and all you talk about here is comics. You read your comics, you leave reviews, other people get back to you, they write in the comments, or they may like what you posted, and you just kind of talk about some of the issues that you've read. Now, the other thing is too that you can check out other people's collections. You can post your own collection just like that there. You can post your own collections, show people what you've been working on, or you can even check out other people's collections or see what they're talking about or see what's trending. There's just so much on this web, and I love League of Comic Geeks. I use them all the time. I love growing in the community of League of Comic Geeks. I have met so many people on here and told them, hey, come check out the channel that we have over on YouTube. So if you guys been watching some of the episodes that we've been doing and you like what you've been seeing, please subscribe down below. Comment down below what you think. If there's ways that I can even improve, I'm even interested in that. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys that. Another website that I wanted to show you guys was Go Collect. If you guys are looking to purchase slabs or anything like that and are trying to look for a value price, I'd recommend Go Collect to get you a better value. You have a graph chart here that shows you every single one of the slabs that have been submitted to CGC. It gives you a really great breakdown. 9.8. This is the Invincible #1 that I was currently looking at. And then I had to do a upgrade on mine because mine just ran out on the Pro. But you can get here every single one of the different values depending on what you're looking for, whether it's a 9.0, a 9.6, or a 9.8. And if you're looking for anything else, you can also get other values on eBay. I'd always recommend eBay. It's one of the most trusted things. You can always go for what's sold, and it'll show you the value there of what's been selling on the current date. But on Go Collect, on the bottom, after seeing these values, you can check out on eBay some of the comics that are selling for that price. So if that's something that you guys are interested in, go check this out on gocollect.com. They also have a app. Same thing with League of Comic Geeks. They also have a app that you guys can download on your phones. And the last recommendation that I want to make to you guys is, if you guys have not done it yet, go download Key Collector. Key Collector is the app most recommended out of everything else that I just said. Key Collector will give you value on every single one of your comic books when they're raw or they are graded. The other thing is that I haven't needed to do any in-app purchases for this. I've just been creating every single one of my collections, and I've been taking a picture of it and just uploading it on here, and it keeps me up to date with my collection, how much it's worth, the value, and every single one of my comics that I hold. Sometimes it saves me from going through an entire bin just by going on here and just going through my list. And it also saves me a lot of time in just looking at the values and kind of jumping from site to site or eBay and looking for those values and saying, hey, is it this price? Oh, but this one goes for this much. I can always check on here, depend on them for the value price, and looking at all the new things that are trending. They're always coming out and updating the trending list, whether it be something on the top 10 or it be something on keys this week, or it's something that's just randomized that's up there, hot keys, future keys, keys that are cooling off. They literally have everything there at Key Collector. So I'd recommend Key Collector over them all. But I want to thank you guys, most importantly, for checking out this episode number 3 of Oh My Yash Comics. Welcome, guys. And if you guys have any books that, again, you guys are reading or anticipated for that may not even be dropping this week, comment them down below. I'll be more than happy to check it out. Thank you, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to subscribe. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm checking out.